very vital role in building a more participatory and accountable democracy. Today's thematic dialogue will focus on two critical and timely issues. The first being special seats bill for women, and the second, the constitutional role of traditional rulers. These topics go to the heart of our collective quest for equity, identity, and effective governance. The special seats bill is not merely about representation. It's not just about female representation. It is about affirming the rightful place of women in our democracy. It is about unlocking the potentials of over half of our population for national development. In fact, for most of us parliamentarians, when we leave the shores of this country to meet with our colleagues outside here, and they begin to roll out the data on female representation, most often you'll be ashamed to be identified as a Nigerian because of the kind of data that you will see. While other African countries will be talking about 44%, 45%, 30%, Nigeria is talking about 4.2%. And as leaders, I believe that our role is where you find any anomaly in the society. You, as parliamentarians, through legislation, try to correct it. And that is why we are pushing for this bill, even with a sunset clause, just to let us know. We are not saying that it should remain ad infinitum. At a particular time, when the gap is covered, this bill will die naturally. That is As you would hear in the course of the dialogue, the bill does not seek to displace men in parliament or limit the opportunities of men to run for offices. It only seeks to provide women with more opportunities to not just run for office, but also bring women-specific issues to the floor for legislative action. Equally, the discourse on the constitutional role of traditional rulers is an invitation to reflect on how we honor our history while evolving our federal structure to meet present realities. Our royal institutions embody the cultural wisdom. It embodies the moral authority and the local legitimacy that must be constructively integrated into national governance. As democracy grows and our country changes with the world, it is pertinent that we do not forget our roots and that we carry along the very foundations of our societal existence. Hence, the need to involve our traditional rulers and show them the different ways they can help in building the Nigeria we need within the tenets of our superior law, the ground norm, that is the Constitution. Democracy thrives when institutions and citizens engage in mutual dialogue, not monologue. Our legislative processes gain legitimacy. It gains depth and relevance when civil society leaders, women groups, and the grassroots voices are not just observed, but active participants in shaping the laws and influencing the policies that govern our nation. In particular, the efforts to increase women's political representation, including proposals to create additional seats for women in the National and State Assembly, is not only a legislative aspiration, but a moral and national development imperative. No nation can achieve its full potential when half of its population remains underrepresented in decision-making spaces. We must therefore embrace the synergy between civic participation and parliamentary action as a driver of policy innovation, accountability, and inclusion. The Open Week reinforces that democratic governance is not the business of elected officials alone. It is a shared responsibility. Looking forward, what do we intend to achieve? As we move into the second half of our 4-year tenure, we remain mindful of the immense work still ahead. The House must continue to position itself as a beacon of integrity, effectiveness, and inclusiveness. We must deepen oversight, speed up priority legislations, and continue to advocate reforms that will secure justice, secure peace, secure equity, and development for all Nigerians. Conclusively, I thank all of you for joining us in this vital week of reflection and collaboration. Your presence enriches the dialogue and reminds us that the strength of a democracy lies not only in its institution, but in the quality of its citizens' engagement. I also thank the policy and legal